Weege show from RedBud. We got a special treat for you today. Jason Weigandt of Racer X. It's all brought to you by the all-new Honda CRF 250R. Still undefeated through 4 rounds of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross this year, with Jet Lawrence winning all the races. But Jet's old. He's old news now. He's like 19 or 18 or something, right? Yeah, so let's move on to even younger set. Our special treat is the Scouting Moto Combine, back for a second year. And what's happening is it's becoming an all-star group of amateur riders. We have A riders and B riders who don't always race against each other, but they're going to do it in 2 25-minute motos today. The idea is to prep them and have them learn as much as they can about the pro racing game. Because like a pro race, it's going to get so loud down here, you won't be able to hear me. So maybe I'll just hang out and focus on the gate as we get ready for their first moto here at RedBud. Car's going to go sideways. What's up, Huck? Here we go. Or if I was shooting horribly, that is Mark Phineas, Chance Hymas, Haiden Deegan. They were top 3, headed out over the ski jump over there, and the Moto Combine is underway. Now, here's the interesting thing about the Moto Combine. The idea is not just the racing. In fact, they try to downplay the racing and the results. The idea is to learn stuff. So what I think is really cool is they absolutely jam-pack the day for these riders. This is their race day today. Because what the teams and the young rookie pros have found out is one of the biggest adjustments to racing isn't the moto distance or the tracks, it's the schedule. It's the idea that as soon as you roll off the track in practice, you have to immediately tell the team what to change on the bike because they don't have 5 minutes to spare. No time to rest or adjust yourself or get your focus figured out. You have to eat when you have time to eat, not when you're hungry. If you're nervous and you don't want to eat, it'll screw you later in the day. So what they try to do is jam-pack the day for them as much as possible to make it replicate that, okay, now you got to sign autographs, now you got to eat, now you got to get a drink, now you got to start warming up, now you got to go get a massage, all these things that the pro riders do that fills out their day. So what they do for them is build in all these workshops. They had a media training session with myself and Samantha, who handles social media for us at Racer X. And then of course the coaches, Jeff Stanton, Brock Glover, Chad Reed, Michael Byrne, all on hand here to help do that. And it's partially to teach them, and it's also partially to keep them busy. So when they're super nervous about racing today, they still have to talk to people like us because they're gonna have to do that with the media and their team and their suspension guy throughout a pro race day. Deegan's in the lead. Now I don't know if my camera can handle a 20-minute Weege show, so I don't know if I'll 25. I don't know if I'll be here all the way to the end. But Deegan able to get the drop. He's pulled away from Phineas and Hymas. That's big. The other cool thing about this, although they're downplaying the racing, again, like I said, is a B rider like Deegan gets to race an A rider like Hymas. And so far, so good. And I could probably put Deegan's name in the title of this video, and I'll get way more views. We are slowly approaching the point where the sport is going to be saying, we're getting as much a boost out of this guy as this guy is getting a boost out of us. It's a different discussion for another day. I hope the Deegans are respectful with it because my gosh, does he carry an audience in ways that we have never seen a rider do before. How about this track? How about this dirt? This is why people get excited about RedBud. Okay, that's rock hard right there. That's probably what the real dirt is like. But that is chocolate cake out on this racetrack. We have pro racing going on this weekend? Oh yes, we do. And what great pro racing we've had so far. I mentioned the undefeated Jet Lawrence with his brother as tail gunner. That's second in the series. We are really anticipating this brewing championship battle between the 2 teammates. And what I think is really cool about it is Jet, we all know, has become this high-flying, high-profile fan favorite guy. but I also think that Hunter has planted his own flag as kind of the underdog. He's gone through some injuries, he's a grinder, he's a worker, and he is trying to catch back up to his little brother because Hunter missed, what, almost like 2 whole years of injuries? So he has become the, oh, can he do this? Can he beat Jet underdog even though he's the older brother? So even though it's 2 brothers on the same team, they're kind of giving you 2 different personalities, and I think it's giving the fans, everybody, a little something, depending on which guy you're rooting for. You're getting whatever type of style you want. That's 250 class. One other rider that I have to mention is Deegan's still in the lead. He's pulling away, everybody. Your parents are going to be really mad that I turned the camera away from the track the moment their kid was about to hit that finish line jump. I'm probably going to get an email about it from their angry parent like 5 years from now saying you never believed in us. The good news is about me putting this on video, I don't have to say that Deegan's riding well, you can just see it. None of the pick favorites, just facts, pulling away. Pretty good. Where was I? I have to mention Michael Mosiman. Mosiman has been the fastest guy at some point in almost every race day this year, at least the last 3 rounds. Won a moto at Hangtown, pulling away. Fastest qualifier at Thunder Valley, came from first clear crash to way back. And should have won the first moto at High Point. He was pulling away there. You probably forgot about that. It feels like a month ago. He has the speed to do it. And a couple other riders who definitely think they could have the speed. RJ Hampshire's won at this race 2 times the last 2 years. There were actually 2 RedBud races 2 years ago in the weirdo pandemic year. And Justin Cooper, you always have to respect his level, his ability. He can get in there as well. If you're Levi Kitchen, you certainly want to follow up on that fantastic first moto victory at Thunder Valley. We'll see how it goes. But right now, like it or not, we're talking about the Lawrence brothers. They're 1-2, and maybe they pick up where they left off with that great battle from last time. These people wanted to be in the Weege show.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Howdy, howdy. We'll just do handshakes all around. But why are you all shy? She won't even do it.
She won't even get on my camera.
Come on, man. I'm glad you pointed out. Yeah, okay, that's her job.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed out I do have new hardware. I got to thank the folks at Asterisk. They gave me a better knee brace than the post-surgical one. So
easy to get around now.
It's way better.
Sweet.
I'm not limping. It's the brace. I swear, it was the brace. Now the brace is better.
Okay.
So I'm glad you reminded me of that.
I got to show you something.
All right, what do you got?
So,
can you show me something on a phone on a camera? I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try.
Well, okay. So we liked your saying the Dylan Danger Zone so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Sweeping the nation.
I'll have the shirt on tomorrow.
Oh,
we made a shirt.
Gosh.
Let me see.
I sent you a DM on Instagram, so.
Wow. Wow.
Like,
Yeah, I gotta be better at answering those.
I would say if you want one, we'll send you one.
No, I'm good. I'm letting the birdie fly. I just put it there, and then I want it to take off on its own. Dylan Danger Zone, sweeping the nation.
And it worked perfect because the new Top Gun movie.
Yeah, I know. I wish he was racing this year.
I do
It was
too.
all coming together.
Dude, we made the shirt. We were so excited, and then it's like he's out.
He's not even here, but you're gonna wear it anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be here tomorrow. Don't worry.
Dylan Ferrandis, we hardly knew ye.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Yes. Dylan Danger Zone, the nickname I coined last year. Sweeping the nation, everybody. In the 450 class, we've had 4 winners in 4 rounds. Each rider has had a moment where they maybe look like the best rider. Roxon, we always know how fast and capable he is. Anderson was great in a couple of races this year and got a win. And then Sexton is the points leader. Kind of an underdeveloped stat is the fact that Sexton has been 1-2 in every moto this year except one where he got a 4th in the first moto at Thunder Valley. He said he ran on a tear-offs. I mean, the whole question on Sexton has been consistency, right? Well, so far, so good. And Tomac has got his horse underneath him. Tomac struggled in the first moto of the year when he suddenly revealed to us, oh, it's Throttle Jockey's birthday.
Yes.
It's a Throttle Jockey birthday.
Yes, it is.
So is this the additional, wait a minute, it's R10. What is going on here?
Mega.
Collaboration. Oh my gosh.
Megawatt.
Wow. Mega makes things happen.
He does. He does.
Do you have Throttle Jockey special graphics either for your anniversary or 4th of July? Oh, you do.
Yes.
Oh, you do.
So what we got here is 96
Yeah, that's some McGrath looking.
Motocross of Nations.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
In Spain, domination.
Yep.
Okay. Can I let your stickers do the talking here? I'm gonna go check this out.
Yes, you can. Go
Because
for it.
this is, so Throttle, 30 years?
30 years.
30 years, Throttle Jockey, the Davis boys has been working with Honda. We got an extra tent under here for the anniversary celebration for them. They're a local company actually to this area. I always thought it was crazy that guys from this area, their graphic company, got picked up by Team Honda, you know, a California-based team. And they've been doing the Honda graphics for so long that they were involved with this back when Honda had both Jeremy McGrath and Steve Lamson on the team in Jerez, Spain in '96, and Team USA dominated. I didn't need a script for that. We just need to remember that day. I believe Lamson became the first rider to ever win a moto on a 125 overall in that race that day. Look at this. And we don't have a 1-800 collect anymore. Jet and Hunter, maybe they should actually make that phone number do something, because people would call it. Dude, that is amazing. And how smart is it to celebrate the 4th of July thing with Motocross of Nations retro thing? So we're fitting in both the July 4th celebration, but also retro to celebrate Throttle Jockey making these graphics for 30 years. That's pretty sweet. But these 450s have these giant gas tanks all year. I mean, RedBud is a track where people can run out of gas. I remember when Team Honda's own Sebastian Tortelli had a fuel-related engine problem in a moto here. I don't remember if they had those big tanks at the other races. But normally I don't walk under the tents like this, but no one's here to stop me, and the graphics look too good. That is really cool. Congrats to the boys at Throttle Jockey. And that's a CRF 250R, everybody. Lighter, faster, and stronger. And that engine produces a lot more rideable, torquey, low-end power. Seems to be working. Go to your local Honda Power Sports dealer for more. Was I talking 450 class? Was I talking about that guy with the red 23, who is a local product to the area? It's from Illinois, and this track is close enough, even though we're actually in Michigan. Sexton has been shockingly consistent. I know it could change at any time. You know, you're always one moto away from disaster. But I almost feel like he's answering that question that we already have, which is, can he stay consistent? And we have seen Jason Anderson's best. We have seen Eli Tomac's best. We have seen Ken Roxon's best. And it's all met about equal. It's not like, once Tomac gets it together, Sexton is hopeless and there's nothing he can do with him. He's beaten him just as much, even since Tomac got it dialed in. So that's going to be really interesting, the 450 division. We hope and pray that it would stay as close as it is right now all year long. It's almost inevitable that it won't, because that's just the way racing goes. But we got to celebrate it while we can. And since this track, by the way, will be hosting Motocross of Nations in the fall, is it too early? What's up, gang? Is it too early to talk a little Motocross of Nations? Is it too early? Look, Chase Sexton was all in last year. He wanted to be on the team. Team USA ended up not going, so you got to think of him on there. The day that we heard that Eli Tomac was signing with Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing, we started to say to ourselves, does that put him back into play for Motocross of Nations? Because there's always a slippery slope of Tomac saying, oh, I'm resting myself, but then sometimes Cowie's saying, no, it's our decision that he's not racing. Hold on. So with Tomac on a Yamaha now, and Star Racing traditionally has been all in, like multiple riders on the Team USA squad at times. So they're not going to stop him. He did race the RedBud one back here in 2018. That is interesting. Now, the Lawrence brothers are not eligible to ride for Team USA. They're Australian. And by the way, that team could be really strong, because they got Mitch Evans riding pretty well after several injury-battered years in MXGP. They could have an all-Honda, really strong Australia team. But on the American side, you know, the first thing everybody does is start looking through the standings to figure out, well, what 250 American can we put in the team? Would it be Cooper or Moseman or Hampshire or something like that? Why not have one of these 450 guys race at 250? One of you guys, make the sacrifice. Sexton, get on a Lawrence Brothers bike. Star Racing builds great 250Fs, Eli Tomac. Jason Anderson, get on a pro circuit bike. It can be done. It can be done. It's been done before. And honestly, do you really think, let's just take a name. Do you really think that Jason Anderson, the 250F, would be worse than anybody else for picking for the 250 class, or Tomac, or Sexton? I know these guys, they don't want to swallow their pride and just say, hey, I'm probably going to get roosted all day, and I'm probably going to get a fourth at a moto. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to beat the Euro guy because I'm on a 250 and he's in a 450 and I got ego. But dude, for the team, could you imagine if you had a Tomac, Sexton, Anderson, Team USA? Would you not be stoked on that? And Steve Lamson once won a moto on a 125, like I was pointing out over there. Some of the most epic rides in Nation's history and lore and legend are motos where the small displacement bike has a good result, like Ryan Villapoto back in the day. Or that 250F of Haiden Deegan, who is this far out in front? Are you joking me?
This time around at Hawkins right now, trying to get the momentum around the outside lane.
It's Hawkins and Phineas battling it out. And it's raining here, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching the Weege Show, and thanks to Honda for backing us. Food for thought, Team USA, everybody. Put a 450 guy on a 250. It's RedBud. Go for it.
We're going to grab teammates here because we're about to make all of these amateur riders one step closer to being a pro. We're standing here with the winner of the
Kids, bro, it's kids. It's kids, man.
Now tomorrow, it's going to be all the way up to the hill. Let's give it another second to down the round, but this is going to be your first inaugural podium RedBud. Are you ready? RedBud! Deegan down there on the podium. He'll be back in moto number 2.
You're on YouTube, dude. You're on YouTube. Good job with the interview, though. Good job with the interview. Yeah. I got Deegan on YouTube. I did it. I got him on YouTube.